We're not really going by our schedule anymore, like we used to. But it's more of a guideline than a rule. We can just play whatever rule we want now.
Yeah. Plus, not a lot of people don't really read the description too, so or the about page.
Yeah, the schedule and all that stuff.
Mhm.
A lot of people don't even pay attention to it.
Like when I go onto it, so when I subscribe to someone, I don't really.
Should have known something was wrong. We'll talk more later, but for now, Stark has requested your presence.
I don't really go to their about page.
For you.
Next thing I know, the sanctum is airborne, covered in slime.
I'm right back.
Now?
Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the container. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of... Oh, right. It's ready. Seem to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Thought you could use it.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep. I am Iron.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You should just
Hi.
try it out.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Playing a game.
A game?
Yep.
Still think I could have used a cloak.
Stylish, damn near indestructible.
I'm a guy in a game.
Not bad for our first collaboration.
What's a Marvel game?
Still think it could have benefited from a cloak.
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame.
What if his mom
Demon
do?
power would be so damn energy efficient.
Oh.
Certainly got that new suit of yours.
And she was getting a feeding trap.
Hmm.
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored. The tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before
guess
we
I don't have
your
any
eternal rest?
water.
I bet you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
I take it this new version is
And
a
then I need
technological
some
marvel.
food.
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And having a built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a rave.
So it is a marvel, then?
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and modular enough for future upgrades. Frankly, I wouldn't have used your old suit to wax the Mandarin's car.
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head. I was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a supersuit and started fighting crime.
I guess we have all had difficult childhoods here.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't tell you how hard it was to memorize all that at Skrull Sleeper Camp. Just kidding. Or am I?
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
I cannot help but feel partially responsible.
Well, I wouldn't take it personally. We were detecting changes in both magic and science months before you woke up. But yeah, things have definitely hit high gear since then.
Seen anything strange around here?
Other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic. Cats.
Was it suspiciously elusive, even for a cat?
Actually, yes. Thought I was going crazy there for a second, but clearly I'm still firing on all cylinders. It just poofed in next to me out in the yard. Small, black, furry. Cute little thing. Probably some kind of shape-shifting monster knowing this place.
What sorts of things are you doing in here?
Oh, that's right. You were out a while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but sometimes it's easier to just go with it.
I am impressed with your resourcefulness.
From where you're standing, I could see that. Still, I doubt I'll be branding one of these with the Stark Industries logo anytime soon.
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time. Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at Yield Demon Hunting School, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through
What is
Bruce's
that?
veins. Or gamma accelerant.
What is what?
Element. Calling it
Oh, you're
for
putting
now,
your
but it's
headphones on?
atomic structure.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I love acronyms.
I've
This
had my
stuff is
headphones
more
on. I was just
volatile
scratching my
than Nick
neck.
Fury on a Monday morning.
Oh.
But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They are using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like fang food. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can
Look
play
what
this
this
game.
game
You are not suggesting
thing
we
is
start
not
injecting
that
ourselves.
showing that we're live.
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? This never gets old. Take your pick, Hunter.
I'm happy to help.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
See, you're adjusting. Hunter, your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you?
I'm gonna have to restart. Be right back.
I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter. However, in addition to being Earth's sorcerer supreme, I am also your doctor.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange, now do they? Except for Tony. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and after your violent encounter with Venom, my oath to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you. Simply put, how do you feel?
Physically, I am fine. However, I do feel some...
Grogginess, a tinge of nausea, sense of memory loss upon time of passing, watery or itchy eyes, common side effects when one is pulled back into the light. Believe me, I know. If any other symptoms arise, you can always tell me, particularly if you develop a craving for brains. I have a cream for that. In any event, I, for one, do not know if I will ever feel 100% again after the events of yesterday. I still can't believe what transpired. The sanctum, all that knowledge. Wanda, lost. Swallowed whole by the black mouth of that foul venom creature. With all my resources, all my gifts, I should have seen this outcome spelled out in the sacred geometry of this universe years ago. But I miscalculated.
Lilith's power has placed a dark shroud over us all, Doctor. You are not alone in this.
Your words are appreciated. Still, I must not allow the underlying truth of the situation to become shrouded as well. It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost yesterday. It was my protege, Wanda. She is my charge, my responsibility, and I failed her. But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am here to answer any questions you may have. Perhaps my wisdom may benefit you more than it has me thus far.
That creature on the roof, you have run into it before?
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, Venom is an alien species living in symbiosis with a human known as Eddie Brock. He's something of a fixture in New York these days, but typically his hijinks are confined to harassing Spider-Man.
How does Eddie feel about this arrangement?
He seems to relish the experience. And under Lilith's spell, they've clearly become more cohesive than ever before.
Tell me about your sanctum's wards of protection. I have never heard of a protection spell that powerful.
In your time, I'm sure you encountered a variety of minor wards and protective spells. The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation, but greatly amplified by the convergence of ley lines.
Will the wards ever provide the same protection that they had?
It may be possible to undo the damage, but now that a weakness has been exposed, I'll have to rethink my approach entirely. Tony did offer a military-grade laser protection grid, should I be so inclined to go that route.
How did Wanda come into your care?
Wanda's story is quite tragic, and perhaps not mine to tell. There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long ago involving Agatha.
And you have been keeping an eye on her?
You make it sound like I've been guarding her. My role here is merely one of friendship for as long as she needs it. One thing is certain, she refuses to step foot on the Abbey grounds for any reason.
Let us talk later.
Visit whenever you like. It's not often I get to converse with a true legend.
Where'd you go? You there? Where'd you go?
Oh my gosh, I told you already. I said, I gotta be right back. I'm gonna restart my app.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Sorry. We gotta figure it out.
Interesting.
Maybe, if it shows that I'm live. Because it's not showing that I'm live.
Ah, I see.
Now there it goes.
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
I learn faster if I understand the person who trains me?
I can respect that. Go ahead.
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
Is your name really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Yes?
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So, is your name really Blade?
No,
What is it?
it's private.
Is it embarrassing?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
You do not consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
How did you become a Dampier?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
How long have you been around?
What the heck?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s, maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 2 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. Something I never learned. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Why did you join? Vampire hunting is a solitary affair.
Guess I never found the right team.
Is that all?
No, but that's all I'll share for now. You really want to know? Put in the work. If I trust you, I'll have more to say.
What can you tell me about the others?
Nothing. Ask them yourself.
I'm not asking you to break anyone's confidence.
Fine. Which one?
Tell me about Nico.
She's the youngest, but she acts like she's in charge.
Why let her act like that?
She's usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think we'd get along, but we wouldn't be the Midnight Suns without her.
What makes you say that?
She has a lot of heart.
Good job, Azul.
Who else?
You get him.
What about Robbie?
He's exactly what he seems. Well, sort of. He's open with people. Easygoing. Sometimes that comes across as dopey, but don't get the wrong impression. He's quick to make friends, and once he does, he's your friend for life. So don't let him down, or I'll hold it against you. Anyone else?
What do you know about magic?
Keeps to herself.
That is it?
She's a private person. Until she lets you in, that's all you need to know.
When does she let people in?
At her own pace. Respect that, and it'll happen faster than you think. Anybody else?
Tell me what you think of Sarah.
Well, there are a few people I tolerate, even less who I like. Sarah, I respect. She sees the big picture, and we're a part of it. I'd follow her to hell if I had to. And from what I understand, we may have to.
I am surprised she commands such respect.
I'm surprised that you're surprised. You know what she's like more than any of us.
I do.
Anyone else?
Nobody else. Do you have any thoughts on the team as a whole?
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world. And I think we're pretty green. But enough training will get us through it. Speaking of training, we doing this, or are we gonna keep wasting daylight?
I am ready to train.
Finally. Ready for more? Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
You good? You okay?
Yeah.
What was that? Where's that sound?
What's what sound?
You said, ugh!
I was getting up.
Oh.
I think we've got something for everyone. Later. Do your thing.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol. Carol Danvers. You can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that's smaller than Sento.
Every lock has its key.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. But that got me thinking. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you can find a workaround. As in Hydra, they've got to know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
I've been getting old too.
Just how far
I
are
know.
you willing to go, Captain?
Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash the power of a quantum singularity white hole on them if need be.
A quantum what?
You'll see. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I said, Mommy's getting old too.
Hunter.
Yeah, I'm not gonna respond to that.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. Yeah, I'm missing you.
Mommy's still young. Can you quit picking on her?
Nah, she old.
Which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry.
She is very old.
Not very
And
old.
whatever you do, avoid water.
Yeah.
You're being serious?
She'd be considered a young adult. So would I.
No, she's
We should
very
be able
old.
to track this new gamma signature to
She's
its source then,
she's
right?
only
I
26.
do it myself, but we seem to be having
Or
a
27.
little IT trouble
Isn't
today.
she? 26, 27?
Please. Old
Like-
Central here is ready to grind through that
She's not that old.
What exactly
Yeah.
is essential?
That's old.
C-E-N-T-R-A-L.
That's not that old.
Cognitive encryption,
yeah.
net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates.
It's only old to you because you're young.
Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, the problem with the big old green carrot.
She's so old.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind.
Oops, I
Anybody
put a
else
poop
hanging
in
out
there. Didn't put that in there.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
No, stop putting poop in
Find
there.
me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
No!
The two of us on the mean streets of New York? Evildoers beware.
No. More poop.
It was just recently that the Hudson Yards
French coat, glasses of...
Soon we be done.
Something tells me these midnight warehouse raids have a pretty long Don't worry, this is a different portal to a different location. One of these days...
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr.
Oh, shoot, monkey.
Probably can scratch a band-aid off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps a more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now. Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
I need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
Hey! Stupid fly. Aww.
Damn if I don't hate fanatics.
Luckily, I'm a glutton for punishment.
Hey, quick on me.
Hydra doesn't know when to quit.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon.
Hell.
Don't blink. Feeling strong today.
will never forsake her.
Keep trying. Maybe you'll get lucky.
Argama, on the move.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know, Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys.
Walk in the light.
Feeling good.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Did they teach that in the Air Force?
Is that all?
Hydra, Immortalis!
Maybe you should try something new.
Perhaps Faustus's device is worth further study. If you wouldn't mind, Carol, I'd prefer it if you and your supernatural associates not...
Smash it?
Yes.
What?
You're done.
What? Water?
Vampires are not the only ones who should fear you.
I thought man thing was ugly.
Here you go. Go!
Behold the light's gift. This shall be of great help.
Forever in service.
Nothing to worry about.
That was something.
Time to bleed.
Now that was something.
You asked for it.
Remind me not to get on your bad side.
Regroup at position Tango.
I guess you don't know who I am. Don't make the same mistake twice.
Go, now, quickly! Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
Watch out!
Get her!
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Target's moving.
Not a problem.
Never seen that before.
I'm not sure if it's ethical for people like us to beat up chumps like you. Watch
That's a neat trick.
We will not fail!
All right, you're starting to piss me off.
They hope to break my resolve.
Hostile reinforcements inbound.
I am a wall.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown.
Unknown to you, there is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
Come get it. Give the mother my regards in hell.
I think they can arrest you for that in New York, Blade.
Hail Hydra!
Can't tell if they're brave or just stupid.
You're gonna remember me. Let's see how tough you are.
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variance gamma signatures without a baseline resonance sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
I feel more like myself every day.
bother with that mount?
You are lucky to still be breathing. Was that truly your best?
That's getting old.
I've been waiting. I'm Gamma on the move.
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
I think you got it.
Let's do it. Now they're really in trouble.
Time to get...
You do not have to show off for me, Blade.
By her command.
Keep trying. Maybe you'll get lucky.
How many times is that?
More of them dropping in.
A focused effort?
It's about time. Interesting. So that's how that works.
Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently she is promiscuous.
Nice move.
One less thing to worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining high-grounds in the vicinity.
How many times you gonna try that?
I have to admire your persistence.
Keep an eye on it. Let's get this started.
You did not think I was done, did you?
I hope you learned your lesson.
just need to finish this.
The light will carry you onward. The advantage is mine. Hydra's standards have fallen a great deal. Hail that.
We've done it!
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate. Full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols from the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier, that one almighty. Something, something. Gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves? Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The eternal spirits of vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on. You should hang out.
I should rest. Another time. Let me see. How did this work again?